Okay, joining us now, attorney Julian Epstein. Julian, it's great to see you again. What's your reaction to this case and what Letitia James is saying about it?
Well, thanks for having me, Liz. It's a little bit rich to hear Letitia James talk about a retribution prosecution when she, in fact, ran on a retribution platform. She ran on the platform of going after Trump before she even had any information or evidence about what she could charge Trump for. So Democrats here are getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, and they don't like it. But, you know, you sort of shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And, you know, if the Democrats want to stop this spiral, which you and I spoke about during these Trump prosecutions, the New York prosecutions in particular were very bogus. The Bragg case and the Letitia James case in New York were bogus cases that would have never been brought if the defendant had been anyone other than Trump. If Democrats want to stop this spiral, this sort of eye for eye justice, they should acknowledge that the Trump prosecution in New York with Alvin Bragg and the civil fraud trial that Letitia James brought and had the award reduced by the appeals court, they should acknowledge that those prosecutions were bogus. The Democrats started this fight, and as I predicted on your show many times, there was going to be a tit for tat that they wouldn't like, and that this could escalate, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
So, Julian, you predicted this. You know, they're moving on to this. What do you make of Deputy U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche going after MSNBC's Ken Dilanian, spreading what he says is a false report that the federal prosecutor in charge of investigating Senator Adam Schiff, also for mortgage fraud, should be charged with that? That, you know, that basically they were going to back down, that the case wasn't strong enough. But then NBC has been reporting that the case is moving forward, and that the U.S. Attorney Hayes on this case said MSNBC's reporting is wrong. So there's a lot of kind of weird information about these cases. What do you think?
Well, we don't have a lot of evidence about the Schiff case. We should wait and see what the evidence is. You know, NBC sort of predictably always takes the left position, so I'm not surprised to hear that from Ken. But I think we have to see what the facts are before we can judge. But again, you know, I don't particularly like the eye for eye justice system because, as they say, when you have eye for eye justice, eventually we all go blind. But the Democrats started this. The prosecutions, particularly the ones in New York against Trump, were bogus. They were politically motivated. They were done in unanimity from the Democratic Party. There was hardly a dissent. There were maybe 5 of us that dissented on the Democratic side. And you reap what you sow. And this is the chickens coming home to roost for the Democrats. So regardless of what you feel about any of these prosecutions, Schiff, Letitia James, the left has got to acknowledge that they engaged in political lawfare in a completely illegitimate way against Donald Trump when they were trying to keep him from being reelected. They did it with the ballot. They did it in 1,000 different ways, and they lost. And they should acknowledge that this was illegitimate. And that would, I think, be the way back.
Thank you so much, Julian Epstein. Always brilliant analysis from you.